Ladies and gentlemen, as promised, I'm back. But before we go into the interview with Domenic Deemer, I want to show you a page from 2008 June edition. It had Lumi on the cover. It also had Jeff Benson, who's graced our studios before as well. He's doing his thing with Broadway plays as well as movies. This one was called She's Got It. Today you're going to see Trella from Elevator. But my man, Domenic Deemer, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Outstanding. Domenic, you have been writing for some time now?
Yes, I've been writing songs for 6 years.
Okay. And you want to give us some of your history as far as writing?
Well, I started off writing poetry. It was in the genes. My mom was a poet, and I got really good reception for it. But at that time, I kind of realized that it was somewhat of a lost art, and I ultimately went to school to be a writer, so I wanted to do a book of poetry.
Okay.
And I had a friend of mine that was songwriting, and he wasn't the best, so I thought, well, let me give it a shot. So I started entering into some contests and got some really good results. I entered international contests and got top 50 in the world 12 times, top 5 in the world once, and got semifinalists once as well. And then I was looking for a producer down in Florida where I lived, that worked with lyricists, and lo and behold, found one and started making songs in the studio.
Okay. And you've been, with all that great history right there, I mean, because that there is phenomenal to start out, and actually be getting that type of, generating that kind of production, I mean, especially on the international level. But what are your aspirations for the future, and what do you look to do?
Well, you always want to grow as an artist. I mean, when I first started writing, it was about love and love lost, and everything was around, basically the topic was always love. And I've written a lot in recent years that has been on other topics, from other people's perspectives. So I think you're always trying to grow as an artist. You're trying to kind of look at things, look at life, look at situations through someone else's eyes, and build on that. Because sometimes you become pretty boring, and
okay.
So I always like to get someone to give me a project, someone to give me a topic, someone to give me what type of genre they're looking for, and I like to be able to push those boundaries as far as I can.
Okay, and on that note, you have been writing now for JCT Productions for a minute. I mean, we basically have a catalog full of songs that you've written. Yes. And I just spoke of pushing boundaries, and JCT and yourself specifically have pushed those boundaries to limits that I never thought I could obtain. And it's refreshing because I was kind of stuck in my 4-bar, 8-bar verses and my 4-bar, 6-bar, 8-bar choruses, and now with doing rap and R&B and hip hop. The whole structure of the song changes, and it's a little bit more, it's a little bit freer actually in the approach versus these 3-minute, 4-minute pop radio songs that you're kind of handcuffed. More or less cutting off the boundaries and stepping into the outer limits, and really thinking outside the box.
Yes, very much so, and I'm always looking to do that because I think pretty much every artist can tell you that they get stuck sometimes. You get stuck in your routine, and you feel like you've hit the wall and you can't progress anymore. And then someone comes along and tells you about something that you've never been involved with, or someone gives you a project to do, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, hey, I didn't realize I had this in me.
One of the artists that you're familiar with is here today, Jose the Golden Child. You guys want to say what's up to one another? You haven't spoken in a while.
Hey, what's going on, Jose? Long time no talk.
But on that note right there, what we're going to do right quick, and I'll come right back to you, Domenic, is we're going to go over and listen to
a little bit of one of your productions, a snippet, and then come back and you tell us what generated the energy for you to write that particular track.
Great.
It's on you, Big Al.
Common ground to find a peace of mind. All the words are spoken and the resin remains. Will you remember me and what I have to say? With all these faces in the same place, some come and go, some here to stay. I wanna be the only one for a change. As original, do you think of me as unique? Is the message I'm sending subliminal? Are my waves so far distinct? I wanna leave an impression that you can't get out of your mind. In your eyes I wanna be original, if only for tonight.
Okay, that there was the original track by you. What actually gave you the energy to write that?
The song original is about being a single guy in the dating scene, and finding someone you like, and you feel like you're standing in line to go on a date with her, because you're just one of many in the sea of men that want to be with her, but you're trying to convey that I am original, I am unique. You see me that way. I want to leave an impression you can't get out of your mind, because she's sought after, and you want to be original in her eyes.
You're right. I mean, just this morning or this evening, whatever time it is, and you folks are listening out there in TV land, I just come to find out that a woman I've been pursuing and went on a date yesterday for Black Friday. So I know the feeling, been in the single scene. It's incredible.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really kind of sad when you can say this stuff on the street, to that person, and they don't really take it that way, and then you put it in a song, and then she's like, "Oh, that was the greatest message ever," and it's like, "Well, I've been trying to tell you that for years."
Okay. On that note, Dom, I'm going to let the folks know that JCT 92.G Radio is back on the scene. You can go to jcttv.com or jctmagazine.com, either one, and go to the radio page, and it'll give you the schedules of what shows are when. There's a couple of shows up there archived, including one that we did on Thanksgiving Day with you, Domenic, right? And the folks will get a little bit more information. But we're going to save something for them for a later future date, because things are really happening, especially with some of those songs that he's been sending through to us, and as well as on other areas and other realms. Domenic has been real. Look forward to speaking with you later in the day or week. And stay strong. Keep it up, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Pop. I appreciate it, man. You have a good day.
Outstanding.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to head directly out and get out your way, should I say, and head over to the Entertainers Roundtable.